Hey, it's Ellis. Glad to be with you for our weekly practice. Today we're going to do it on a couch. So if you're usually practicing with me on a chair, that's fine too. But I've been teaching a group of students this week, and they practice sitting next to each other on a couch. So I've been trying that out, and that's an option for you today. We'll be doing seated yoga in your couch or in a chair. So, as always, my invitation for you as we greet ourselves for practice today is to create a space, a little container for your practice. So, go ahead and turn off or silence the notifications on your computer, or your phone, your tablet, whatever you're using. If there's a door that you can shut to try to make this a little bit more of a little container for your practice, do that. Shut any cats out. Although I think there's one underneath the couch here, so she might join us for practice today. All right. And then let's breathe in, lift our arms up. And then breathe out the mouth, let them go. Let's do that again. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale. Breathe in, up. Breathe out. And then lift your arms and just start to shake out your hands. So wherever is comfortable for you, shake out your hands, shake out your arms, shake out your shoulders, maybe even shake out your legs. Can you shake out your toes and your ankles, your knees? And then just find any intuitive kind of fidgety movement to tune into your body today. So breathe and move and arrive here in your body. Good. Just another breath or two here, rolling and arriving. All right. And then let's find ourselves sitting really nice and tall. Feel your hips on your seat. Feel your feet flat on the floor. And if your feet aren't quite flat, you might take a pillow or blocks underneath your feet so you can feel nice and supported. And then from that stable base of the legs, can you grow your spine up a little bit taller? Good. Can you feel the crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling without forcing anything, but just feeling a lengthening there? I invite you to close or soften your gaze. So you can close your eyes or take your gaze down to the floor in front of you. And without changing anything about your breath or your body, what can you notice about them today? What feels warm or cold, the pace and rhythm of your breath and your body today. So like I mentioned at the beginning, I just started teaching a new class this week, and it's for adults with special needs. So it's generally adults who are disabled in some way, or they have severe autism to the point that they're in inpatient treatment. And what is great about teaching this group of people is that they have no qualms about making this practice exactly what they need. And so by that, I mean, you might go to a flow yoga class in a studio, and you might feel pressure to look like the person next to you out of whatever, social pressure, fear of being different. And this group, we're practicing together on Zoom. We can see everyone. They're often practicing in a group, like 2 or 3 of them sitting next to each other on a couch. And they might just ignore half of what I say, and it's 100% fine, and no one feels bad about it. And so this is a really powerful lesson for us as we greet our bodies day to day in our practice, that you are in charge and that you get to decide what's going to work best for you today. Good. Let's take a couple more breaths, just sitting exactly as you are, feeling into your body. And perhaps you might set an intention for your practice today. And that intention could be something as simple as being present, as breathing deeply. That intention could be something like being willing to try something new. The intention might be being willing to make this practice work just for you. Okay. So I invite you to blink your eyes open. And then we're going to start with a pranayama, a breath practice. So let's try fingertips on your shoulders, on the tips of your shoulders with your elbows out. And if this isn't a great fit for you, find another variation with kind of lifted arms. So you can maybe stack your palms at your chest. But we're going to start having your elbows a little bit lifted. Feel the chest lift up. And as you inhale, you're going to twist the torso to the left. And as you exhale, you're going to twist it to the right. And then we're going to do that back and forth at the pace of your breath. Inhaling to the left and exhaling to the right. And then you get to decide the pace at which you do this. So it can be slow and steady, kind of like I'm doing. You can speed it up if you're feeling a little sluggish today. If it's rainy where you are, you might speed it up. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You pick the pace that works for you. If you find that this is making you a little bit dizzy, then take your gaze straight in front of you at the wall and watch that rather than turning your head with your torso. Sort of like a ballerina. All right, we're going to do this for about 15 more seconds. Your pace, inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right, fast, slow, in between. Use this as an opportunity to listen into your breath. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release your hands, bring them to your knees, and then drag your chest forward, lift your chin, send your throat forward. And then as you exhale, round the spine, let the chin fall into your throat. So we'll move through this cat and cow. Chest comes forward, throat lifts. Exhale, round the entire back body. Let's keep doing this a few more times, moving at the pace of your breath. Seeing if you can feel an articulation of your vertebra all the way from the tip of your tailbone through to the base of your skull. And go ahead, if you would like, to invite in some intuitive movement, circling, turning through the rib cage. You can change the positioning of your hands to alter the experience. You can let your head and neck get involved. Good. Let's do this a few more times, just moving intuitively, swirling with your breath. Good. And then over the next breath or two, ease your way towards stillness. Find the spine really long. Really lift up and root down through your feet. So even though we're seated, can you press your feet down into the floor? Good. Let's breathe in and lift your arms up any amount. And then as you exhale, take your arms along your side like a cape and send your chest forward. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale to lift up, gaze might lift. Exhale, lean forward. Keep the spine long. Let's do that 3 more times. Breath in and breath out. Twice more. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms up. And then arms open wide like a T, palms face forward. Keep your arms straight-ish. If softening them is a little better fit for you, that's fine, but straight-ish, an energy of strength. And then squeeze your shoulder blades together so the chest lifts up. You're in a little bitty back bend here. Now, next time you breathe out, reach your palms forward, let them touch one another and round just the upper back. So we're moving just through the upper back. Lift the chest up, open the arms wide, squeeze your shoulder blades. And then round the upper back, bring the palms towards one another. They might even touch. Good, let's do that 3 more times. Lift up and round in. Lift up, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then move the shoulder blades away from each other as the palms come towards one another once more. And breathe out. Inhale, take your arms wide. And then we're going to find your version of eagle arms. So either a bear hug, stacking your right arm on top, or eagle arms, taking your forearms perpendicular to the floor. And then whichever arm variation you're in, can you lift the shoulders a little bit off of your chest? And can you even reach your elbows forward towards me a bit so there's a little bit more space between your shoulder blades? 2 steady breaths here, noticing the subtlety of this shape, whichever arm variation you're in. Could you imagine that your lungs are expanding between your shoulder blades? Because they are. Good. Inhale, take your arms out. And then we'll take the opposite cross of the arms. So it'll be left arm on top if you are with me, if not, just the opposite cross. So bear hug or vertical forearms. And it doesn't matter what you did on the other side. This is a fresh side. Let's see if we can lift the elbows up and then reach them a little forward while keeping the spine long. 2 slow, steady breaths. Good. Release your arms out wide and then shake them out. Good. All right, let's move a little into the lower body before we come back to the upper body. So take your hands down and pick up your right leg. You can interlace the hands at the front of the right knee, or you can interlace them at the back of your knee. Whichever one you're at, you can lean back into your seat. And I want you to start to circle your right foot around. And be really cognizant of moving through the entire range of motion of your right ankle. Not skipping any parts and embracing any noises or sensations. Take these circles in the other direction. Good. Now bring your ankle to neutral, and I want you to point your toes down towards the floor, and then flex your toes up and back towards your shin. Let's do that again. Point your toes and see if you can curl them in, and then flex them back towards your shin. Let's do that twice more. Point and flex, point and flex. Good. Release your right foot down and take it to the other side. So reach down, grab your left foot or left knee, either hands in front or hands underneath. Let's start taking ankle circles in the other direction. And you can observe how this side might be different from the other. Good. If you're listening very closely, you might hear my cat purring. All right, take your circles in the other direction. Not skipping any parts. This ankle feels quite different for me, which is interesting to notice. Good, and then bring your foot to neutral and we'll point and flex. Point the toes down, flex the toes up. And in your hands, if you've got them on the front of your knee, you might even feel your tibialis, the muscle at the front of your shin, moving as you point and flex the toes. Good, let's do 2 more. 2, and then release the foot. Excellent. All right. Let's move a little bit through the arms, the hands, I should say. Let's bring the palms together to touch in front of your chest. And they're floating forward of your chest, so not quite touching. And then I want you to see if you can bring your forearms towards parallel with the floor. So even here, you might start to feel some sensation in the wrists and the forearms. And then I want you to see if you can keep the pads of your fingers pressing towards one another as you peel the heels of your hands apart. So we're going to do this a little slowly so you can stretch through the palms. And then when you reach the end of the range of motion, you're going to turn the palms over so the backs of them touch and the backs of your palms touch. And so sort of the backs of your wrists are back in front of your chest. Okay, so we're going to do that in reverse. So lift up, stretch the backs of the hands until your hands turn over and end up in a prayer again. Good, and then press the heels of the hands down. Let the heels of the hands peel apart until they flip over and then pull up through center. Good, so we're gonna go back and forth like that. Really feeling into the sensation in the fingers, the palms, the wrists, perhaps even the forearms. Good, let's do 3 more rounds all the way through, not in a rush. Notice if you've gripped in your jaw or your forehead or your ears and see if you can let that go. Good, 1 more time all the way through. Good, pull up. Then palms press, pause. 2 breaths, no rush. Feel the heat of your palms, any difference in sensation in your wrists or hands. Excellent work. All right, release your left hand down, reach your right arm up, palm faces the center line. Lift your gaze up towards your hand, and then I want you to grab an imaginary rope over your head. So this rope is tied to the ceiling where you're sitting, and then you're going to climb the rope. So grip, use the muscles of your arms and hand, and pull that rope down in front of your chest. Now reach your left arm up, grab the rope, and then pull it down. Use the strength of your upper body. Good. We'll just keep climbing this rope. Right arm reaches up, left arm reaches up. And perhaps you notice that the spine starts to bend side to side in order to allow this reaching motion. Perhaps you can feel the body weight shifting side to side as you reach and pull. Reach and pull. And think about how hard it is to climb a rope. Sorry about that for you on Instagram. There we go. Okay, we have technical difficulty. We're all back. I was saying, think about how hard it is to climb a rope, and so use that effort there with the upper body. Let's do it one more time, each arm. Reach up, gaze up, drag it down, reach up, drag it down. Good. Okay. Let's lift the arms up, both arms up. And then bring your right hand next to you on your couch, or if you're in a chair, you can grab the edge of your chair and arch over to the right. Inhale, lift up, both arms up. Take it to the other side, left hand down, arc over to the left. Breathe in, both arms up. And then arms come down, chin rolls into your throat, and then fold and round forward. Round and rise all the way up, both arms high. Same thing, right hand down, arc over to the right. Lift up. Left arm down, arc over to the left. Lift up. And then we'll round to fold forward, chin into the throat, round the spine. Good, we're gonna move through this sun salutation variation a few more times. So we'll arc to the right, arc to the left, draw up through center, round to fold in. Let's do this 3 more times. And I want you to move at your pace. Don't feel like you need to keep up with me. Moving with attention. Twice more. Last time through, lift up. Arc over to the right. Up and over, arc over to the left. Round and fold forward. Round and lift up. Good. Bring your hands to your shins, drag your chest forward, find a little back bend here. And breathe. So chest is reaching forward and up, like sternum's pointing towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. And chin's a little lifted, but I'm not cranking back, just finding a comfortable length. Good. One more breath in. And one more breath out, release. Good, excellent work. All right. Let's lift your right leg, cross it over your left. Now we're just chilling. We're going to turn this into Garudasana eagle pose. So cross the leg, and I want you to see if you can squeeze your inner thighs together such that your right foot points more towards the floor. And if not, if we're chilling here, that's great too. So find a version of eagle pose that feels breathable and comfortable in your legs. And then you're going to take the eagle variation of the arms of choice. So either forearms vertical or bear hug with your right arm underneath. Good. Keep your legs as they are. Press down through your left foot. Can you lift the elbows and lift the gaze any amount? And then as you exhale, can you reach your elbows towards your knee? They don't have to touch. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up, elbows up, and then exhale. Once more, breathe in. And then breathe out. Good. Keep the legs, release your hands, and then grab your right knee, lift the leg up. Good, so I got the hands interlaced. I'm gonna keep my left hand on the knee, and then I'm gonna take a twist to the right. So this hand can find the couch next to me, you can find the back of the chair, or if you're by a wall, it can find the wall, and use that to take your twist over to the right. Good, untwist. And then release your right foot down to the floor. Take your right hand to the inner line of your right leg. Grip your calf or your ankle. And then you're going to start to twist to the left. So pull the left shoulder on top of the right. And then this left hand might find the hip or it might lift up. Find this open twist, a lean into the right arm and right leg while still keeping both feet grounded. This is a version of triangle pose. Here seated. Let's take our arm forward if you've got it lifted, and then sweep it back. Twice more like that. Inhale, reach up and forward. Exhale, reach back. Once more, breathe in. And breathe out. Good, lift all the way up, both arms high. Then cactus the arms, breathe out the mouth. All right, let's take this whole flow to the other side. Cross your left leg on top. You can use your arms to help. And then see if you can squeeze the thighs together. So notice I can be just relaxed with the leg, or I can squeeze my thighs and the sole of the foot faces more towards the floor. And then we're going to turn this into eagle pose with your left arm underneath. So either the bear hug or vertical forearms. And then let's try to find a little back bend here. Lift your elbows and lift your chin any amount. And then fold forward any amount. Elbows reach forward and down towards your knees. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze your thighs, lift up. Exhale, round. 1 more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Good, free your arms, interlace them at the front of your left knee, lift your left leg. You can also bring your heel to the seat if that'd be more comfortable for you. And then keep your right hand on your left knee and find a twist over to the left. Hand can come on the seat next to you, to the back of the chair, or to the wall. Good, breathe wide here, tall chest. Find a place to position the gaze that feels comfortable in your neck. Good, untwist, release the left leg down. We're gonna find that triangle pose variation. So left arm slides down, grip somewhere on the inner side of the leg, calf, ankle. And then I'm gonna start to peel the right shoulder to come on top. And then right hand can find my hip or I can reach the arm up. Good, lean into the left leg, but still feel both feet solid on the floor. And then right arm's gonna come forward, and right arm will sweep back. Twice more, breathe in, and breathe out. Once more, breathe in, and breathe out. Rise all the way up, both arms high, breathe in. Cactus the arms, breathe out the mouth. All right, hands are gonna find the tops of your legs. Feel both feet on the floor. We're gonna do a series of forward folds. So keeping my hands on this top surface of my leg, I'm gonna glide the hands down as far as I can reach in forward fold. And then I'm gonna glide them back up and rise up. So we're gonna use this information, this gliding, to inform the fold. So let's take our hands to the outer side of the legs and then keeping them on the outer side of the legs, fold forward. Slide the hands as far down as you can. Rise all the way up. And remember, you can always take your feet a little bit wider for more space for your fold. Now, slide your hands towards the inner line of your legs. Slide all the way down, forward fold. And come right back up. Good. All right, let's try to lengthen just the right leg a little bit forward and then bring both hands to the top of your right leg. So you can stack the palms, sort of like moving a Ouija thing. All right, slide forward over the top of your leg, fold, and then back up. Both hands find the outer line of your right leg. So you're gonna kind of lean and reach as you fold. Good, all the way up. And then take it to the other side. Both hands to the inner line of the right leg, fold forward. Lift up. Good, switch. Lengthen your left leg. You can use your hands to get it there. Stack your palms on top, maybe opposite hand on top. And then slide down the top of your legs as you fold forward. Inhale to draw up. Slide the hands on the outer side of your left leg. Fold and reach. Drag all the way up. And then take it to the other side. Fold and reach. Good. All right, find yourself in a steady, stable seat. We're going to do a little breath practice to close out. So take a moment, take some fidgets, some rolls with your wrists, ankles, head and neck. Good. We're going to do box breathing, which is one of my favorite pranayamas. And when you do this class with me, you've done it in the past. So for box breathing, we'll do a 4-count inhale, a 4-count hold at the top, a 4-count exhale, and then a 4-count hold at empty. I'm going to count you through the first several times, and then you're going to do it on your own, adjusting the pace as you need, but it's essentially just 4 equal parts: in, hold, out, hold. This is a really great practice just for evening out, for slowing down, for chilling out a bit, okay? So find yourself comfortable, feet flat, spine long, unless if leaning back would allow you to relax a bit more and breathe, you can lean back into your chair. I've got a very loungy couch, so it's not quite a good fit for pranayama for me today. Good, let's take a clearing breath to start. Breathe in. Breathe out the mouth. Actually, let's do one more. Breathe in. And then breathe out the mouth. All right, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Continue on your own, counting 4 parts in, 4 count hold, 4 count exhale when you get there, and a 4 count hold. About a minute more on your own. About 1 or 2 more cycles all the way through. When you finish your next round, don't feel like you need to rush. Allow your breath to return to its natural pace. Notice any shift in your body or your breath or your mind today. I invite you to press your hands together in front of your chest, this prayer, Anjali Mudra, a gesture of gratitude and reverence. I am grateful for you for making time for this practice today, for being willing to try something a little bit new, and for putting up with a little technical difficulty. Thank you for making time to take care of you. All right. Thanks so much. Always grateful to have you with me each week. I will not be teaching next week because I'll be traveling for work. So just find one of my pre-recorded videos if you want to practice next Friday. Thank you so much.